Local news station WHOW delivers compelling content for you.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest on the Zoom today is Marissa Capps with the University of Illinois Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. Marissa, good to see you again. How are you today?
Doing well, Seth. Good to see you as well.
Thanks for coming on and talking with us. Always good to have you on the program and making time for us. And Marissa, as we embark on the month of May here, it is hard to believe that in just maybe 6 or 7 weeks here, we are going to be into fair season. Let's dive into the fair season in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. What do we know? When are the dates? And what are we talking about with the fair season, I guess, here this morning? How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, fair season is upon us. You are absolutely correct. Your 4-H staff have been incredibly busy getting things prepared. We have our horse show coming up June 27th, and June 28th, excuse me. So June 27th and June 28th is our horse show. And then our general project show with our livestock show as well will be July 9th. Through July 12th. And we are incredibly excited for that. Right now, for our 4-H members, fair entry is open to register for your projects. So get your projects registered. If you have any questions, please reach out to your local extension office. Your 4-H extension program coordinators would be very happy to help you answer any questions.
And I'm sure all of the kids have their projects done and ready. They have been chomping at the bit to get their projects registered. That's how it goes, right, Marissa? Everyone is ready when registration time comes, correct?
You know, Seth, wouldn't that be lovely? We do have several members that are raring to go. They are ready. They have been prepared all year. But you always have the few that call in and wonder, hey, I did this project throughout the year, but I'm not really sure which category it fits in. Or we definitely have had the people that have said, oh, I finished this last minute last night and I really hope it turns out. So, we always promote working on things for as long as possible and making sure you're putting in that time and effort. But we know that time constraints happen. But yeah, we're always very excited to see what happens and what shows up at our fair. But yes, we do hope that they are as prepared as possible when they go to register.
No question. Very good. So registration for the fair is open. Now, Marissa, walk us through this process. Veteran 4-Hers probably know it. They know the routine, but maybe for those that are new to the program, walk us through what goes on here. What does registration look like? What do we need to know? How about some of those things?
Okay. So with registration for the fair, you would any 4-H member would have received an email about how to sign up for fair entry, and that is where you would go to sign up for the fair, is fair entry. That is where you're going to go and sign up all of your projects. There's a specific area where you can click for 2026 DeWitt Macon Piatt Fair. So there is an actual button for the 2026 year. So you want to make sure you're clicking on that one. And then there's just a simple breakdown of this is how you register, and all of the project areas are broken down into specific project areas that were not broken down on Z Suite. I know we had a lot of questions on there. So any members, any parents that are on right now, are listening, fair entry will be broken down more specifically.
Yeah, and going to online registration this year, correct? Or have you been doing this?
It's been online for a few years now.
Okay, forgive me. I thought that was a new feature.
That's okay. It used to be a different program, but now we've been using fair entry for the past couple of years.
Gotcha. What's the deadline? Did you say the deadline and I missed it?
June 1st, I
June
believe.
1st. Okay, gotcha. Very good. Very good. And then, of course, we get into the fair season. Marissa caps University of Illinois Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. And if I'm not mistaken, Horse Show weekend is that June 26, 27, Marissa?
27th, 28th.
27, 28. Sure, sure. Tell us about the horse show this year. What do we know, or is there anything special about this year's horse show? What do we know?
It's gonna be our standard horse show this year, but we are last year was really a great showing, and we are hoping for another great showing this year. It's a really great opportunity for even just the general public to come out and see how our 4-Hers work with their horses and how much work and effort that they've put in over the year.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool things, and yeah, the horses. I know there's several projects that take a lot of, just kind of through the year upkeep. I think the livestock is maybe the biggest,
Yes.
those sorts of things. But boy, I tell you, the kids that work with the horses year round, and even for the kids, one thing that I've marveled at in these in covering this event the last several years is when you have kids that don't live on a farm and still show horses, the dedication to going out and working with that horse and just being, they're responsible for everything that goes into taking care of that horse, and to not be on the farm there, that's really some dedication by those kids.
It is amazing to see their dedication and passion for what they truly love come out with, especially with livestock, because you're right, it does take a lot of care. Those are early mornings, late nights, lots of hard work for all of them, but just livestock especially. But yeah, it's very rewarding to go and see how much their work pays off during the show. And that costume contest, that's so much fun. That
Yeah.
can't be beat.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you still get really good interest in the horse show?
Yeah, actually, we do get some pretty good numbers. We would always like to see more. Obviously, we'd always like to see more members show up with during our horse show. But we also understand the restraints that go with, like you said, not everybody lives on a farm and has access to horses.
Yeah.
So that's not always a possibility. But yeah, we do see really great participation with our horse show, and we would love to continue to see that as well.
Sure. Now, this is not an open horse show, correct? Like, this is just for the 4-H kids, right?
Right. I believe so. We do have an open show as well. It's 4-H, and there's a junior show as well.
Okay. Is the junior show in Farmer City? Am I remembering that right? Or is that...
It's considered our show as well. This is where the nitty-gritty of the behind the scenes.
Yeah, we're getting in the weeds a little bit here.
We're getting in the weeds a little bit, and I'm not as in the know as I would like to be.
Sure.
And have all of that knowledge at the top.
No,
right?
that's fine. No,
Right
that's
off the
fine.
top of my head.
Yeah. Right. I got you. There is a lot there. But anyways, your horse show comes up the 27th and the 28th. Let's dive into, Marissa, what it takes to make the horse show happen. And I know you've got a call for volunteers this morning. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are always looking for volunteers. Not specifically for the horse show, although yes, we will very much appreciate horse show volunteers. But the work that goes into the horse show, we've been meeting for about three months now to prepare for things. We meet a few times a month just to go over things and make sure that we're up to date on our checklist, and we're reaching out to our 4-H members and making sure that they know what they need to do. But as for volunteers, yeah, we are always needing volunteers to come out and help. That first morning on the 27th is really all hands on deck, so the more the better. But the more volunteers that we have for our show, our general project show, the better.
How about judges for the horse show?
We actually have a list of registered judges
Oh, wow. Okay.
that we pull from. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
it's a very specific selection process.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you need more volunteers and judges for the general show, which
Yes.
happens, of course, generally the first weekend of July. But because that's a holiday, we'll put that off to the next weekend, July 10th through the 12th. Is that right?
Yeah, July 9th through the 12th.
9th through the
That
12th. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So how about the general show this year, Marissa, and volunteers and judges? What do you ask of those folks? What's the call there?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we are looking for judges for our general projects. And that ranges those we don't ask for somebody that's actually absolutely an expert in their field. We just would love for somebody um who enjoys working with kids and enjoys letting kids share their passion,
Mhm.
but who might have an interest in the field that they are judging as well. So things like babysitting is one of the categories. So one of our members would bring in a project that they have based on babysitting. We've seen anything from first aid kits to games and crafts packages that they've created to bring with them on babysitting adventures.
Gotcha.
And they would bring that to the judge, and the judge would go through their rubric, which is provided, and they would give their feedback.
Gotcha. Very good. Very good. Is it a big time commitment? How much time is spent judging projects and those sorts of things?
It can be a big time commitment depending on the project area. We would ask at least to have people be prepared for a few hours. At the very least, at least maybe half a day, we would appreciate.
Yeah, sure. Very good. Are you scrambling for volunteers and judges up to the last minute sometimes, or do you find that it all comes together? How about that?
Yeah, it does, and it does end up all coming together because we have a really amazing team. So it does end up all coming together, but there are sometimes towards the end where we are getting scrambling for volunteers. So the more that are willing to offer their time and their assistance, the better. If you have any questions, call your local 4-H office. You can find our show book on our website and see all the different project areas.
And what's the website, Marissa? What's the phone numbers?
Oh, Seth, you would ask me that right off the top of my head.
Google's always a good cheat sheet, by the way.
I know, that's where I'm going.
Oh no, I didn't mean for you. I meant for the general public.
Well, that too. I was gonna say I know Macon's office number off the top of my head. 217-877-6042.
Sure.
You can always also, like Seth said, Google your local extension office. You can call any of your extension office, reach out on email. But yeah, the extension.illinois.edu /DMP.
There you go.
Is our
Very good. Very good. Well, Marissa, I'll tell you what, on that, we'll take a break and come back with some more. Marissa Capps, University of Illinois Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties, our guest on the Zoom. More to come with Marissa on the WHOW Morning Show.
WHOW.
Let's check the opening numbers now at the Chicago Board of Trade on this Monday. I'm Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network. Corn starting today slightly lower, beans higher, and wheat slightly lower. May corn opening 467.5 down 3/4. July corn down 1.5, 478 3/4. New crop December 498 down 3/4. May beans starting today up 9 3/4, 1197.5. July beans up 8 3/4, 1212, and November new crop 1188 1/4, up 5.5. May Chicago wheat 624.5 unchanged. July wheat down 1 3/4, 636. May bean meal up $2, 322.80. May bean oil 76.40, down 1/4. Energy market July Brent crude oil 110.32 up 2.15. Opening numbers on this Monday. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
This is Inside.
Baum Chevrolet Buick offers full transportation options while giving you peace of mind. This is Scott Baum from Baum Chevrolet Buick here in Clinton. This is what we do every day. We listen to you, give you options for routine maintenance, major mechanical problems, or collision repairs with a staff that's knowledgeable to find the best option for you. Baum Chevrolet Buick, your full-service dealer. See us at baumchevybuick.com right from the start.
AgriTalk is the radio talk show for American agriculture. Hi, everybody. I'm Chip Flory, your host. We join you weekday mornings from 10 until 11 on WHOW, on AM and FM, and on the WHOW streams. We provide farmers and ranchers with timely insights and information aimed at improving their operations. Join me, Chip Flory, weekdays at 10:06 on Central Illinois Ag Station, WHOW.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Again, my guest on the Zoom today is Marissa Capps, University of Illinois Extension in DeWitt, Macon, and Piatt counties. Marissa, as we get ready for the 4-H fair season, I know you mentioned to me off air, you had some kids participate in is it a contest? Am I remembering that right? A few weeks ago?
Yes. So we had a few of our members from Piatt County attend the 2026 State 4-H Livestock Judging Contest. That was on April 27th, in Urbana.
How'd that go? Excuse me.
It was phenomenal. They were great. We're very proud of them for even attending, because that was the day that we had some really horrendous storms.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really happy that they were able to go out there and do that.
Sure. Very good. So well done by those individuals. Is that just kind of a voluntary thing, or does that actually lead up to the 4-H fair season at all?
That is kind of its own thing. But 4-H livestock judging, it helps teach youth how to evaluate beef, sheep, swine, goats based on like their structural correctness, muscling, and production value. So
Gotcha.
it teaches them how to go out and judge livestock on their own.
Sure.
And it helps them develop really critical skills that we're very proud that these girls have gone out and taken the initiative to go and do this.
Cool. There you go. Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, on that note, Marissa, a few minutes yet still with you here this morning. Let's dive into some programs coming up. What do you have on the calendar for kids?
Yeah, absolutely. So coming up on May 28th, from 3 to 4:30 at the Macon Extension office, we have a salty puffy paint clover bud workshop. So for our clover buds, that's our kids that are ages 5 to 7. And if you've ever used puffy paint or made puffy paint, it's really fun.
What is puffy paint?
It's exactly what it sounds like. I know it sounds it's very yeah. It literally is what it sounds like. It's salt and I think baking soda. It's my coworker's the one doing the workshop. But there's a bunch of ingredients, and the main one is salt. And you mix it with paint and I think one other thing, and it makes the paint like literally puffy. Like clouds. So
sounds like cotton swabs, honestly.
Kind of, and it like can make they can make their own little 3D pictures, and there'll be glitter involved, so that's always fun. Everybody loves glitter,
of course. Got to get glitter everywhere.
Yes.
If you don't come home wearing it, you didn't do it right. So
absolutely.
Very good. When is this program, Marissa?
That is May 28th.
All right, so put that on the calendar. That's coming up here
Yes.
in a few weeks. Is there a registration deadline or anything with that?
There I don't believe there is a registration deadline.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything on our page about it.
All right.
I would assume that it would be the day before.
All right. What else is on the calendar?
So coming up, we have our summer library program as well. We don't have specific dates or locations for any of that yet, but keep an eye out because this is going to be something that I'm personally very excited for. I know a few of my other coworkers are very excited for this. This summer library program is going to be targeted to kids ages 5 through 10. And we are talking about mindfulness through minis. It's minis and microgreens. Minis and microgreens.
Okay.
Mindfulness and microgreens, I think is what we're calling it. Excuse me. But we have 2 different lessons that focus all around mindfulness and the different aspects of gardening. So our first lesson focuses on terrariums and how creating a small world can be a great grounding activity and can promote responsibility and confidence and calm. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's again the when and where on that one. I apologize, Marissa. I'm running out.
Yeah, no, you're fine. We actually don't have a when and where yet. That's going to vary per county.
Okay.
So
Sure.
Definitely check with your county office for those. But yeah, each of the lessons is going to be accompanied by a storybook and a really great activity. Like I said, the first one's we're building a terrarium. The second one, you get to go home with your own little planted microgreens.
Very good.
So
yeah,
we're very excited.
Quickly, Marissa, again, tell us where folks find information on that program and the many others that are coming up here throughout the summer. Where do folks go?
Absolutely. You can go to extension.illinois.edu/DMP/events, and it will take you right to our events page.
Wonderful. Very good. Marissa, thanks so much for coming on this program with us today. Good to have you once again.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Marissa Capps, University of Illinois Extension, our guest here on the phone this morning. Again, the morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Network News comes your way next.
WHOW.